Good afternoon. Grown Black Folks Talk. Escape Velocity Practicalities. Epilogue. Okay, so I'm back in my sister's apartment. She's on the road again, so I'm able to be in my little chair. And you see me dressed like this today because I have just come from delivering a presentation to an international summit for musicians, the Ultimate Music Business Summit here, doing remotely this year. So, what I want to talk about today is be careful who you listen to. What I look like today doesn't make me any more valid than anybody else. And even the fact that I speak and write for an international audience every day actually doesn't make me better than anyone else. You have to assess the quality of what you're listening to based on, are you learning something you can build with? In the 21st century, that's it. Now, I'm not saying we don't do things for recreation. I like a number of kinds of music. I like lo-fi, I like classical, I like gospel, I like jazz. Pretty much any kind of music, I can find something that I like. I mean, I even listen to Led Zeppelin and X Japan. So my tastes are fairly eclectic, everything in between. So there's things for recreation, but what I do watch for is if I'm listening to something that's not instrumental, I pay very attention to the words that are filtering into my subconscious because there are a lot of people of a destructive mindset. And you do not need to be listening to people. I forgot how loud this bracelet is. Hold on. I had to take that off of my presentation and forgot. I put it right back on. Listening to people that are feeding you a destructive mindset will destroy you. It's another way to stamp a ticket into the permanent underclass in America. If you're not doing something that's for recreation, and even then you need to watch your recreation, but be careful what content creators you give attention to. Now, I do not bring the arguments that take place on other pages, whether I agree with the argument or not, over here. Because this is going to be a space where we focus on learning and talking about things in a way that allow us to do the things we need to do in order to thrive, not just survive, but to thrive. Those of you over here are learning about that there are 3 types of income. I can't go into any of that specifically, but I have 2 videos about at least letting you know what's there and giving you resources. Those of you over here are going to be challenged with the need to heal. Male or female, black, white, or whatever other colors you may happen to be, everybody is welcome, even though this is Grown Black Folks Talk is specific to us. It is very important, like I said, what I have on today does not give me, the fact that I'm actually wearing earrings today does not give me any extra authority. What I want you to do is listen to me and find out, are you learning something you can actually use in your life? And I want you to get into the habit of assessing other content creators this way. Because if you're listening to people that keep mess going, if you're listening to people that just keep you emotionalized and upset, if you're listening to people who basically get their kicks on putting other people down, you are not only working your mind in a way that's not efficient for you, that wastes a lot of energy. As a Black person, you're stamping your ticket because none of us can afford to waste time and energy and brain power like this. If you're an African American or Black in America, if you are any of the grown Black folks from around the African diaspora, you need to be looking at feeding your mind on things that are going to allow you to either build your community or get ready for the next step in that process. I live in San Francisco. Gentrification is a thing. It will be brutal. And in the 21st century, it will be nasty, brutal, and short for a lot of communities. Time is winding up. Be careful who you listen to. They don't always have to be dressed like this because y'all usually see me coming on well dressed for the house, or I've been in my New Year's threads for recording all those New Year's videos. But normally you're going to see me wearing the decent but respectable, but the things I wear in the house for presentations. You're not going to see me in my pajamas, of course, but you'll see me in the things I wear around the house because this is where I'm doing my videos. I don't have any more credibility because I put this on or because of who I spoke to last. But again, you're talking to someone, you're listening to someone that has access to international audiences. There are ways that you train yourself to get there. Copying the behavior of people that are very derogatory to one another is not it. And grown Black folks, this goes for the men and for the women. A lot of people picked up some bad habits the behavior of tearing each other down, and other communities are watching, and they just, I did that a long time, so you could think about it for a second. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Do you want to make yourself honorable? Keep listening to people that have nothing better to do than to degrade themselves and one another. Really, in this 2022, that block button for certain creators, that unfollow for certain creators, that do not recommend channel for certain creators is going to be very important. You need to feed your brain with what helps you grow and build. That's what you need. That taste of ratchet, you don't need that around you. Ratchet is rotting, and a rotting thing is dead. Been there, done that, seen the movie. I watch my community rot around me. Please don't let it happen to you. Be careful who you listen to. Thank you for listening to me, and you have a good day now. And welcome to my new subscribers. And thank you for my older subscribers for going with me to this point. Goodbye.